In sorry, in this video we'll talk about enamel steel. Alright, you can search it from enamel steel. Well, you have a lot of here and there type of stuff, but if you were to go all the way to this PDF szs.ch, you should be able to get here. Alright, this is where I think the lecturer is taking reference from. Okay, and therefore the first thing we should kind of check it out is what is exactly enamel. Alright, let's take a look. So actually enamel itself is a form of a decorative onto a surface. As you can see, it's usually opaque, positive, and blah 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 for metal. So the enamel itself is just a coating to coat a certain metal. And I don't know why I got teeth come out again, seriously. Yeah, so enamel can be also coated onto your teeth, I guess. So you can just give your teeth a more glossier so-called thing, so that at least you kind of feel that it's more nicer, it looks kind of nice. Why the hell with underwear? Anyway, so it is being created at a high temperature of two material as normal, or don't know what the hell is going on. So the enamelling process applies one or more layers of enamel to the prepared surface of an appropriate grade of steel. So you have a certain steel, and then you coat it again and again by more and more layers, and eventually you will create an enamelled steel. So this is more on the layering of it in order to create an enamelled steel, and it has many properties that make it a first-rate material for numerous applications. So if you think about it, if you think about what we are studying as a metal, or most probably an advanced metal, alright, a metal has its own properties. If you can input or improve the properties by itself, or maybe metal that you say that this is a steel, and maybe it's a corrosion resistant steel, or maybe you can say that this steel can fly, this steel can talk. I don't know what I'm talking about. Different properties, maybe electrical properties or good insulation properties or whatever. Anyway, so therefore to improve your steel properties, you can input other stuff, alloying, alright, and coating or whatever. So in fact, coating itself is a form of creating an advanced metal by giving it a better properties, and this is why we're talking about enamel steel. Or in case that you may wonder why are we talking about that. So enamel steel is considered an advanced material already, or advanced metal. So therefore here are just a few examples of the properties over here. As you can see, I don't think no need to explain. And if you were to head back to here, this is exactly the thing that is being shown from the slides. Alright. Please take note of the things like mechanical strength and formability. Alright, for steel. Steel helps you to have good strength and formability, or the enamel itself provides durability and a beautiful glossy appearance over here, as you can see when you want to cook roast your bread or your meat together as one. Anyway, yeah. So this coating itself, the advantages now is that it is resistant to any sort of everyday damages, so that both hot and cold dishes can be safely placed on them. For instance, it also means that it can be cleaned with a quick wipe of a sponge. Alright, so the advantage of it itself is that it is able to take in hot and cold environment quite readily. However, the application is cooking ware. Alright, cooking ware, again offering an array of advantages to prevent growth of bacteria. So these are those few terms that you may want to take note, like growth of bacteria, quick wipe of a sponge, um, both hot dishes and cold frozen food. Or you can also be able to take in all these type of properties, absorb odors, or because normally your food has fish or goat or whatever has its own odor, so it absorbs the odor itself, and it makes a very good cooking pot. And then it can also be used for hot bathtubs for different shapes and colors, type of things that is going on. And then it's also used for water heater, alright, to prevent water leaking because of the coating. Alright, so these are the few stuff for your enamel steel. Alright, it is let you take note that it is used for jewelry in the past for Egyptians and the Celtics. in case you want to know more. Alright. Advantage, please take note and application. Or the disadvantage most probably is because of the coating. I think right the disadvantage is the manufacturing problems, because when you do a certain surface treatment using your enamel, alright, it can be very complex and you may need to degrease or use certain stuff, and these various operations could give great deal of water, energy, chemical that generate vapors and waste that need to be treated. So these are all the things that will cause environmental effects in years to come. So over here it's kind of recommended a form of manufacturing method. NML manufacturers are giving developing ready to use NML in a powder form, and then they mix and apply as a coating. So I think to a certain extent this is based on the development NML application method based on electrostatic powdering is more on the you change your NML to a powder to actually prevent to prevent the wastage from happening. Alright, so in order to prevent this wastage, they actually use powder form NML to this. Alright, and the it is you have a certain release of small quantity of fluorine during the NML flowering stage. Alright, but in modern days they say it's not a problem anymore. Alright, firing furnaces are now equipped with exhaust gas treatment to prevent the fluorine to occur and to also prevent discharge into the atmosphere. Therefore, if you want to know more, I would highly suggest you can download this page. It's really good PDF to understand NML steel, where you can apply for anything. So NML steel is good for appearance and corrosion resistance and all the advantages I see for temperatures applications, furnace, or even frozen food, your bathtub, everything is more on the water resistance, everything, as you can see. So these are all things is very widely used around the industry. So it would be good if you were to read it up yourself. Electric water heaters, the inner pipe, these are the really good stuff or applications of this type of metal that is being applicable. So that's why it'll be good if you were to read it up. If it helps you in the future, I think it'll be good. Right, so I'll leave you to this because it's only 2 pages, but I just want to highlight the important things that is helpful in the future. So see you in next video about Nisha. Just a quick review on where we are. Alright, we have already somewhat finished already this. Alright, so we have only last part, the Nisha case study on metal surface in phones, which is also quite straightforward. So see you there.